The thoroughbred is a magnificent animal, bred for speed, bred to compete, the sport of kings.
Tama is drawing away, and Tama with Mike Smith, they win the Bet Parks Pennsylvania Derby.
It's the all-new Let's Go Racing from Parks Casino and Racetrack. It's action-packed and fun for the entire family.
Il Miracolo now in command.
Let's Go Racing is proudly brought to you by the Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association. It's fun to see them run.
Welcome to Let's Go Racing. Danny Gibson and Dick Girardi here, and we're coming to you from our Parks Racing studio. Great show for you today. A Labor Day to remember here at Parks Racing as Turning for Home celebrates 15 years and top racing from coast to coast. Del Mar's rocking and rolling and Saratoga closes, so lots of fun races to watch. 2-year-olds on the scene. And you're going to see a QR code that you can scan and get much more content from us here at Let's Go Racing. Well, hope you watched last week because Dick Girardi gave you a really solid pick at 25-1. And here, take a look back if you don't remember. I'll start. I'm going to go with the number 3, Awfully Cool, trainer Jacinto Solis. This horse has just been knocking on the door for a big win. He had a nice big performance over at Monmouth, and Dr. Larry Rebecchio is going to be here with a full fleet of people cheering this horse on.
Yeah, I'm going for Civil War, Danny. That's what this is. This is a civil war between you and me. Civil War, Lou Linder. That's who I like.
Boy, we remember your pick, huh?
Yeah, Danny, as you know, I spend hours scouring over this, making sure I have the right pick, and I came up with Civil War.
It was a good one. Well, we'll see how the race turns out, but I think we already know. We're going to take a look at Monday's 9th race. This is the Turning for Home Classic, going 1 mile and 70 yards. Allowance optional claiming $50,000. A few are in for that tag. Purse is $43,000. And our favorite is Awfully Cool. This was my selection for trainer Jacinto Solis.
Yeah, I mean, just solid paper, Danny. There's nothing wrong. The numbers are good, everything about it. I don't know about 1 to 5, but obviously we should have been a favorite.
And Time to Cruise is second choice now. Ruben Silvera opted to stay up in Saratoga, so Jeremy Laprida is aboard.
Yeah, and Jeremy obviously can win some races for, who's that man? Jamie Ness? Does he win any races around here?
He certainly does. Well, here's the call of the Turning for Home Classic.
Blue Royal, he has about 3/4 of a length over Awfully Cool through an opening quarter, 23-2. Awfully Cool eager to move a little bit closer, tugging on the reins there, and Awfully Cool now just a nose behind Blue Royal, and he's quick to put his nose in front. Time to Cruise moving up a little bit in third, followed by Civil War. Long Shots in fourth, then back to Thistle. Rich's Way in between horses, and in the 3-path, Chelonian. The field pretty close together, and it is Awfully Cool with the advantage as they head down the backstretch and into the final turn, the half, 48-2. Awfully Cool has shaken off Blue Royal. Now he's opening up a little bit. Time to Cruise is now moved up into second. Blue Royal beginning to spin his wheels, beginning to move from mid-pack. There is Civil War. The long shot has some momentum. Then it's Chelonian to his inside, Thistle, and Rich's Way. He's now the trailer. Awfully Cool, the favorite, has put some daylight between himself and his rivals with a 1/4 mile left to go. And Awfully Cool has been in command. Civil War giving chase in second. Time to Cruise being asked, but it is Awfully Cool. Abner Adorno shakes the reins at him, asks him, and he is responding, but the long shot Civil War coming with some momentum. He's on the left lead, giving chase. Awfully Cool, his strides are shortening. There's a 16th left to go. On the outside, Civil War. Awfully Cool, the favorite, the long shot flying on the outside. Awfully Cool and Civil War.
And a 27-1 actually win there for Civil War. Great pick by my friend Dick Girardi, and really good win for Lou Linder. And I talked to Lou Linder. He said, boy, if that horse didn't get checked, he didn't get stopped, he wins by a pretty good margin.
Yeah, I mean, I thought I was done for when he did get checked on the turn, and Awfully Cool's just gone, and I'm going, and then he starts coming and coming. I says, you going to get there? Yes, he's going to get there.
We caught up with winning trainer Lou Linder. What a trip.
I know, he actually had to get checked hard on the turn and come flying, but Dick knows what he's doing. He's a smart man.
Well, make sure you follow our picks every week because you could have made a nice chunk of change there with Dick's pick with Civil War, where we're going to head to our first break. But when we come back, we are celebrating Turning for Home Day, a big milestone with our 15th anniversary all coming up.
The question a lot of people are asking themselves these days is, do I buy new or do I buy pre-owned? Here's what I'll tell you. New car inventories are still low and new car prices are still high. However, with the certified pre-owned Nissan at Chapman Nissan, we have a huge selection and you can save thousands over new. Plus a 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty, roadside assistance, 1-year prepaid maintenance, and so much more. And not for nothing. Can you really tell the difference? I can't.
When you open the BetParks app, you're in the zone. Winning is always a rush, but the money is in the moments. It's the energy of being all in, the passion of a perfect parlay, and the pure joy of a jackpot. It's another opportunity to win big every day of the week. Sign up for BetParks and get a welcome offer today. You play for fun, you love to win. You bet. BetParks.
Here in Pennsylvania, we're proud of our breeding program, the best in North America. But we're also proud to be leaders in this industry. The PA Horse Breeders Association is funding cutting-edge research at Penn Vet to detect gene doping in thoroughbreds. And we endorsed the SAFE Act to help end the slaughter of American horses. Plus, we're pleased to support the aftercare programs set up by our horsemen's groups. Just a few of the reasons why you should join us in Pennsylvania, the premier place to breed and race.
The Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association is the advocate for Parks Racing's horsemen and has worked hard to secure better lives for the hundreds of trainers and their families that work in the thoroughbred racing industry. Our horsemen benefit from medical coverage, trainer pension plans, and increased purses. Thanks to these horsemen, racing at Parks is the very best, providing entertainment for you and the entire family. The Pennsylvania Horsemen are proud to be part of the community and introduce a new generation of fans to the sport of kings.
Welcome back to Let's Go Racing. Well, we are proud of many things here at Parks Racing, but our Turning for Home program is definitely foremost in our hearts. It's our racehorse retirement program. We're coming up on the amazing number of 4,000 horses that have come into our program and have been retired from Parks Racing. It's just an amazing program.
It really is. It's hard to believe it's been 15 years since Mike Bellezzi came up with this idea and managed to get it done quickly. And here we are. I wrote about it this week on Let'sGoRacingParks.com, Danny, and it's caught up with Danielle Montgomery, the program administrator, and a number of others to talk about Turning for Home at 15.
Oh, it's been a fantastic 15 years. I've been here for the last 10 of it, and we've helped so many horses, and we couldn't do all of it without, the power of the PTHA and just a group effort by all the owners and the trainers, and we've helped so many horses. So
the number is closing on 4,000. How proud does that make you?
yeah, it's great. I mean, it's not just about the number of horses that we've helped. It's great. It's the fact that we haven't let any go through the cracks. There's never been a horse that has been eligible for a program that we've turned away. The owners and the trainers, they know now that we're here. We provide the surgeries. We provide the rehabilitation. If they're hurt here on the track, we're right there to make sure that they get to that next home that is going to give them whatever they need to go into a happy life. So it's not so much about how many we helped, it's the fact that we helped every one of them.
It's just a fantastic organization in which Danielle Montgomery is really the leader, spiritual leader. She loves these horses and makes sure they get great homes. After all, these brave warriors do so much for the fans, and we want to make sure they're taken care of and have a happy, healthy second life.
You see that the horses give you everything on the track, and I think the people that started Turning for Home, Mr. Bellezzi, John Service, boards in the past, they recognize that, and they realize that there's so much for these horses to do after they're done racing. From afar, I always thought it was a neat program, and now, being in the executive director role, I see just what it takes for aftercare, and it's nothing short of a village. You talk about how much it takes for a horse to get to a winner's circle, whether it's the breeder, the trainer, the owner, but aftercare, it takes all of us, and every single person is responsible for it. These horses give us everything on the track. It's up to us to give them everything off the track. So Danielle Montgomery, our program administrator, our entire board, our president, Bob Hutt, from this point forward, the last 15 years were great, but all of our initiatives and our outlook is for the next 15 years, and we couldn't be more excited.
What has the program meant to you, and what does it mean to the racetrack?
I'll tell you what, it's helped me out with a lot of horses. I am still hearing about horses that I put in the program over 15 years ago, which is crazy. I mean, one horse actually went from a farm right next door to each other. They got divorced, so I got a call, the neighbors took the horse, and then 5 years later, they're moving. He went back to his original home. So it was great, they send me pictures. I've put probably a dozen horses in, and I follow all of them, and they all excelled at new careers because they had that chance through Turning for Home.
Now, you've been around the game a long time. There was nothing like that before. These horses, nobody really knew what was going to happen to them. Now that you know, how much does that let you sleep better at night knowing they're out there?
a lot. Yeah, because before, you would sell them to somebody, you didn't know who they were going to, and you really couldn't, the jockey club wasn't involved where you could turn the papers in and then they were not to race. I had one that happened, 2 years later. I look up at the racing form and here's a horse I sold that I didn't want to run anymore, and he was racing. So Turning for Home's really, helped with that.
It was a great day here on Labor Day, celebrating Turning for Home Day. Let's get into some national races. We're going to head out to Del Mar for the big $1 million Pacific Classic. Goes 1.25 miles. Great field in here, but our favorite is Arabian Night for trainer Bob Baffert.
Yeah, just a slight favorite, 2.10 to 1 versus 2.20 to 1 for Go Rocket Ride, who beat Arabian Night in the Haskell. And it's interesting, Danny, in a normal year, we would have Arabian Night here for the PA Derbies, a 3-year-old, but the older horses are so weak that one of the two top 3-year-olds, they stayed out on the West Coast to run against each other and the older horses.
Well, here's 3-year-olds in the Grade 1 Pacific Classic.
They head to the 3/4 pole, and Arabian Night got an easy lead out here, just lopes them along by a length. Pirelli is racing in second. Go Rocket Ride third at the rail. Slow Down Andy's in fourth. On the far side, Defunded is 5 off the leader. Tripoli at the back of the leading group. Then a gap of 4 lengths back comes Skinner. Behind that, Order in Law, White Blinkers, a good 14 off the leaders. Alongside of that comes Stiletto, Boy and Senor Buscador. A half mile left to go now. Still out on the lead, Arabian Night and Flavion Pratt taking them along by 1 length. Pirelli is trailing from second, and Go Rocket Ride at the rail in third. Slow Down Andy now goes to take them on in the purple cap on the far side. Defunded is asked to go after them. Red colours extreme outside. Then comes Tripoli, and in behind Tripoli is Skinner. They are coming towards the quarter pole, and it is Arabian Night just in front, taken on by Slow Down Andy. Slow Down Andy now going, looking for the lead. Arabian Night tries to stave him off. Go Rocket Ride chasing from third. Skinner is running on late, and Senor Buscador down the centre. Now Go Rocket Ride in the blue cap on the outside, coming gamely. Arabian Night's all heart battling on. Slow Down Andy, any one of these three. It's Arabian Night hanging on. Go Rocket Ride, Arabian Night.
Well, Arabian Night did get the win, and Flavion Pratt did make the trip out west for good reason. And it was the 2 3-year-olds that got first and second choice here.
Yeah, indeed it was, and they kind of dominated the race at the end. And look, Go Rocket Ride, really no disgrace in defeat. I thought he ran really well. Arabian Night showed that he just needed the race in the Haskell. Plus he got loose in the lead, Danny. 101 buyer. We'll see how they do in the Breeders' Cup Classic.
Well, it kind of leads us into our big September here. Of course, we're getting really excited for September 23rd, which is our Pennsylvania Derby, and we're going to have our live show here. We're always excited. It's 4:30 to 6:30, and we're going to have Maggie Wolfendale, Lafitte Pinkeye Jr., the cast of many will all be there. It's going to be a great day, and we also have a special show as well.
Indeed. 2 weeks from today, at our normal hour of 10 o'clock, we're going to have a special 1-hour show on the network, and then, of course, we'll be back 4:30 to 6:30. Be all about the Pennsylvania Derby, the cotillion, and the great race card that we'll have on the 23rd.
Certainly looking forward to it. Getting my handicapping chops ready to go. Excited to see these big horses. Well, let's go up to Saratoga. This is the $1 million Grade 1 Jockey Club Gold Cup Stakes. I believe this is a win and you're in for the Breeders' Cup as well, going 1.25 miles. And our favorite is Rattle and Roll, one of my favorites.
Yeah, Rattle and Roll, cool horse for Kenny McPeak. Hasn't run a bad race in quite a long time. Deserving favorite off the recent paper.
Bright Future is our second choice. Javier Castellano teaming up with Todd Pletcher.
This is still kind of a lightly raced 4-year-old, Danny. Only 6 lifetime starts, but his last start was the best yet.
Again, nice field here. Here's the call, the Jockey Club Gold Cup.
Warrior Johnny through a very quick opening quarter mile, sprinting away to lead it by about 2.5 lengths. Bright Future is in second. Tyson takes third, and Proxy along the rail right there, matching strides with Tyson. It's another 2.5. Duke of Love is 3 wide, racing on the outside of Rattle and Roll. Unbridled Bomber inside of them, and Clapton at the back of the field. Down the back stretch in the Jockey Club Gold Cup. And it is Warrior Johnny leading by 1.5 lengths. Bright Future tracking him in second. Tyson, Proxy still right together. Rattle and Roll has inched a little bit closer to that pair. Duke of Love is next. The half-wit in 48 4/5 seconds. Unbridled Bomber and Clapton has been at the back the entire way. They're moving past the half-mile pole. Warrior Johnny, Bright Future continue a 1-2 battle. Tyson inching up now, making his move, 3 deep in third. He's only a length off the lead as they move through 3/4 in 1:14 flat. On the extreme outside, Duke of Love. Proxy is just behind Horses, needs some racing room. Rattle and Roll needs to do better. In the meantime, Clapton launches a very wide bid as the field turns for home. Bright Future is up to take the lead. Tyson, there's a beautiful spot for Proxy in between if he's good enough. And Bright Future has a 1.5 length lead with a furlong left to go, running strongly. Proxy, center of the track, Clapton and Tyson. Bright Future digging in. Proxy's trying to get him. Bright Future or Proxy. Bright Future, Proxy. Here's the line. Photo finish.
And Bright Future with a bright future at that with jockey Javier Castellano aboard. And boy, he really showed this year that he is quite the Hall of Fame rider, just with a big breakout year again.
Yeah, went in the Derby, went in the Belmont. He's on Arcangelo, the top 3-year-old in the country, wins the Travers. And it's interesting. It looked like Javier's career was over a year or so ago. But last year on Travers Day, he wasn't even around. Now he's around and he's riding everything. Obviously, he'll have a choice between Bright Future and Arcangelo for the Breeders' Cup. I don't think that's much of a choice. I think he'll ride Arcangelo. Although Bright Future, 103 buyer, that puts him in the hunt. There's no flight lines around this year. It's not going to take a big number to win the Classic this year.
It's going to be a really interesting Breeders' Cup Classic, that's for sure. Well, let's stay at Saratoga. We're at the Grade 1 Hopeful. This is for 2-year-olds, 7 furlongs, $300,000 is the purse. And Timberlake for Brad Cox is our post-time favorite.
Yeah, first time out, not so good. Second time, just ran terrific at Ellis Park. Got an 85 buyer, and that's the kind of number that's going to win this race.
And BU, I like that name, for a Poli stable by Curlin is our second choice. Top Pletcher's the trainer.
Yeah, the Curlins are everywhere. This horse got an 88 buyer, even though not winning in his first start.
Well, I have a feeling something interesting is about to happen. Here's the call to Hopeful.
Just Steel, Mission Beach head-to-head, and Yo-Yo Candy is right there in between them. Valentine Candy is 4th, and Timberlake is tugging hard in 5th. Moving up, he has nowhere to go at this stage, but he certainly would like to be closer. He's only 2 lengths off the lead. They're followed by BU, who has 4 lengths to make up. Gold Sweep just inside of him, another 2 back to Pirate. And then it's Baytown Chatterbox and Nutella Fella, 22 seconds flat for the opening quarter mile. And they move around the far turn in the Grade 1 Hopeful. And it's Mission Beach going head-to-head with Just Steel. Just You is on the outside, and Timberlake won from the outside as the field turns for home. Mission Beach with his head just in front. On the outside, BU is coming with his run. Timberlake looking for room, trying to split. He has nowhere to go. Pirate is running a big race. Timberlake bowls his way through, and he's coming. And on the far outside, Nutella Fella. They're coming to the 16th pole. Nutella Fella trying to pull off a shocking upset, and he's run by them all. The son of Run Happy.
And Nutella Fella missed the break completely, comes storming home with Junior Alvarado, trainer Gary Contessa. This surprised me.
Well, it surprised everybody, Danny. It's over 50-1. It should have been on paper. I mean, only win was at Delaware Park, 65 buyer. There was just on paper no chance. But missing the break was the best thing that could have happened because there was this wild speed duel, which unfortunately included Danny Velasquez's Yo-Yo Candy, who won the Sanford. He had no chance. None of the horses up near the front had any chance. And really, Nutella Fella, he got a Grade 1 here. He may never win another race. He got a 72 buyer figure. It was a race that just collapsed. So you know what? They should probably retire Nutella Fella right now and say, we won the Hopeful, we're out.
I saw they gave him Nutella the next day too, so I don't know if that's good for racehorses. So, but yeah, hopefully we'll see the best of Yo-Yo Candy again. Definitely
put a line through that one. Yeah. He's better than that.
Put a line through it. Well, we're going to head to another break, but we have our jockey and trainer of the week and the best of the rest all coming up.
The Excite Center at Parks Casino, the region's hottest live entertainment venue. Check out your favorite concerts, comedy, boxing, MMA, all at the #1 casino in Pennsylvania. Don't miss the Pointer Sisters, Hollywood Walk of Fame 3-time Grammy Award winners, Saturday, September 23rd. The Pointer Sisters bring their solid gold hits to the stage of the Excite Center inside Parks Casino. Parks Casino, this is how you win. This is how you win. Tickets on sale now.
Racehorses are pampered,
treated with care,
and loved.
Nothing is more important than their health and their safety.
We do right by them,
And they do right by us.
the hard-working folks
Who proudly earn our living.
In Pennsylvania's horse racing,
and breeding industries.
Horse racing is a lot of fun.
but it's so much more.
It provides tens of thousands of jobs,
Jobs and billions in economic impact each year.
all across the Commonwealth.
Horse racing in Pennsylvania. It's a winner.
The question a lot of people are asking themselves these days is, do I buy new or do I buy pre-owned? Here's what I'll tell you. New car inventories are still low and new car prices are still high. However, with the certified pre-owned Nissan at Chapman Nissan, we have a huge selection and you can save thousands over new. Plus a 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty, roadside assistance, 1-year prepaid maintenance, and so much more. And not for nothing. Can you really tell the difference? I can't.
If you want action and you want it now, you got to get the new Parks Racing mobile app. Wager and watch thoroughbred and harness racing from around the world. With the Parks Racing mobile app, it's easy to open and fund your account. Then place your wagers and cheer on your horse as they thunder down the stretch. With the Parks Racing mobile app, you'll easily make withdrawal requests, view the previous day's replays and results. Plus, open any new account now and you'll be automatically enrolled in the Parks Rewards program. The more you wager, the more you earn. Get the new Parks Racing mobile app and get in on the action. Welcome back to Let's Go Racing. Our Jockey and Trainer of the Week is brought to you by Turning for Home. Jockey of the Week, apprentice Alicio Ruiz. He had 3 wins on Tuesday. That was a first for him, and it was kind of cool. On his 3rd win, he was on the 3-horse wearing 3 on his silks, which was really awesome. Trainer of the Week, congratulations, Jamie Ness. I mean, he had a boatload of wins this week. He was in the money in almost every one of them. And you know what's fun? I love asking him questions because he's got about 250 horses spread about 5 different tracks, training centers. And I asked him, like, who keeps you straight? Well, that's his wife, Mandy.
Of course, yeah.
She helps keep him straight with his billing and all the paperwork because that takes a big infrastructure.
Yeah, it's not unlike what Scott Lake did like 10, 15 years ago. And it's wild, but all he does is win.
He does, and I don't think he gets very much sleep, but he always looks very rested. So congratulations, Jamie Ness. Well, let's get into the best of the rest. We're going to take a look at some races from Monday. This is our 7th race, and lots of speed in here, guys. But look, Ego Man, the number 5 horse, kind of takes back a new style for him and makes a big run with jockey Michael Sanchez getting aboard for the first time, debuting for Jamie Ness. And I talked to Jamie Ness. He thought Michael made all the difference here. He didn't think that that would get done if Michael wasn't aboard, so that's a big confidence with Michael.
Sometimes it is jockey racing and not just horse racing.
Absolutely. And we're going to go to our 8th race. This is the Turning for Home Distaff, 7.5 furlongs on our turf course for our fillies and mares. And take us through, Dick.
Yeah, Sing Scat, Jamie Ness, the 7, 9-5 favorite, Frankie Pennington, and comes running here at the finish to get up just at the end by 3/4 of the length.
But I got to give a shout out to the Goddess of Snakes, who made a really good run for second, but couldn't quite get there. Good. So let's go up to Monmouth Park. It's the Rumson Stakes, $100,000, and we see one of our famous PA breds in here, Twisted Ride, going for the 5 furlongs.
Yeah, Mike Moore went for the stake here. Obviously, terrific PA bred. The issue here with Twisted Ride was, could he make the lead? Because when he makes the lead, nobody can pass him. He couldn't quite get to the front. Ran a respectable 3rd here to the pretty overwhelming favorite, Stage Left, who's going to get it done at the end for Paco Lopez. What's another race at Monmouth Park? What?
Stage Left is a serious sprinter, so
Yes,
a nice little race there in the Rumson. Well, it's time for Ion Racing, and not a quiet weekend. Our friends down at Colonial Downs have their big day, highlighted by the Grade 3 Virginia Derby on the turf, and they have several other stakes, and the Grade 1 Del Mar Debutante out there.
Del Mar is ending, and Kentucky Downs is continuing with those insane purses that they have down there on that weird turf course. And you know what, Danny? 2 weeks from today, it'll be all about Parks and the PA Derby.
Getting really excited. Hope you guys can come out for us. Well, we're going to head to our final break, but don't go anywhere because we have some special stuff in news and notes.
When you open the Bet Parks app, you're in the zone. Winning is always a rush, but the money is in the moments. It's the anticipation of another face card, the thrill of an extra spin, and the pure joy of a jackpot. It's all your favorite games at your fingertips. Plus, get up to $1,000 casino bonus back if you're down in the first 24 hours. You play for fun, you love to win. You bet. Bet Parks.
The Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association is the advocate for Parks Racing's horsemen and has worked hard to secure better lives for the hundreds of trainers and their families that work in the thoroughbred racing industry. Our horsemen benefit from medical coverage, trainer pension plans, and increased purses. Thanks to these horsemen, racing at Parks is the very best, providing entertainment for you and the entire family. The Pennsylvania Horsemen are proud to be part of the community and introduce a new generation of fans to the sport of kings.
PA Bred, I think we've built a brand at this point.
The state of Pennsylvania has the best breeders program in the entire United States.
Angel of Empire wins the Arkansas Derby and wins it clear.
Caravel in the Breeders' Cup Turf Sprint.
Pennsylvania and the PHBA have the best state-bred program in the country, bar none. The best Breeders' Awards and Stallion Awards in the country.
For years, the Wager Warrior has protected our tracks. Now he's on a mission to help his fellow warriors win big. Let's see how it's going.
Boats Rockin' has been having a good run. He's definitely gonna show. Should I risk it on the win?
Hey you, over here. No, down here. Check out the past performances. I've sent them to your email. I was just trying to help. Go to penhorseracing.com/wagerwarriors to get your past performances today.
Welcome back to Let's Go Racing. Well, you see that QR code on the bottom of our screen. You know what that means. Take out your phones and scan it. It's going to take you to Let's Go Racing Parks for more content, more fun, more of us, more of horse racing, and keep you entertained there.
No question. And you could spend, like, I don't know, days there?
You
for
could.
Sure.
You could get lost on your phone. Well, Dick and I have another pick for you. Hopefully he's got a 27-1 shot in here. We're going to take a look at Monday's 9th race. This is our feature race. It's a 1/16 on the turf. Big purse too, $50,000, and a big field. Now, little rain in the forecast Saturday and Sunday, so we're going to be mindful of that.
Hopefully we stay on the grass. A couple weeks ago, I gave you Keith Sends Hello in a race where he was 33-1, finished second. Not today, I don't think. I'm going with Crisper. My man Tim Woolley just comes off a good second in a PA Bred stakeout at Penn National on a yielding course, off course, finished second by a length. If he could come back to that race, that's good enough to win this race.
I've seen Crisper run some good races here on this turf course. Well, I'm going with the number 5 horse, More Than a Feeling, and it's more than a feeling. I like the PPs on this horse. Just won a nice race up at Saratoga and has won off the turf as well. So I like him on or off the turf. Nice son of blame for trainer Tyler Service and Frankie Pennington. Well, really looking forward to Monday's card. My 2-year-old debuts, and I'm really nervous. So.
And what is this horse's
Bossy
name?
Kate in the 5th race.
Can't wait.
PA Bred.
All right.
Well, we have an exciting contest we're going to unveil for you next week with our friends at Uptown Charlie Brown. So stay tuned. You will not want to miss that.
You won't. We're not going to tell you about it until next week, so we're teasing the tease.
We're teasing the tease. Well, make sure you come hang with us. We're still racing here at Parks Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Post time is 12:40. That wraps it up for Dick and I this week. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next week on Let's Go Racing.
And they're off. Skippy Longstocking has early speed. We the people from in between horses. Taba has got the lead now. It's Taba in the center of the racetrack, but Taba is drawing away, and Taba with Mike Smith, they win the Bet Parks Pennsylvania.